What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with a movie review. Now, the movie we're going to be talking about, which is actually a series of movies, is Pirates of the Caribbean, as you can see here. Now, before we get started, y'all know I love manga, and know I love some My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero Academia didn't come out with any new manga yet, but My Hero Academia Vigilantes came out with some. So as you can see here, this is the 13th issue of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And I have to say, I love this series. And I thought this was going to be the end because I was looking up news and stuff, and I thought this was going to be the end issue, but this is actually not. There is 15, like volume 15 is the last issue, I believe. But I have to say, in this manga, this is really cool because you have Koshi here, and he's fighting number 6. And it was a whole fight. And it was a really, really cool fight. And you can tell how he has improved on his power. Because at first glance, if y'all don't know My Hero Vigilantes, basically his power was like the worst. Like, I mean, I know Deku was quirkless, but this man's quirk was not good for offense. Basically, it was good for running away. Now, the next one, which I've told y'all, I love Spy Family. I got Spy Family Volume 3. And this one's got Euro on the cover. So, I mean, I'm so happy, and I'm still in the process of reading it. But, man, I was so happy about that. But, let's get back to the video. So, when my father passed away, he had a lot of DVDs. Because, he had a lot of DVDs behind the TV. And there were DVDs, like, things that we got from the movie. And some of the stuff that he had that was old. Like, he also had collector's edition of Avatar. Not that Last Airbender, but the movie with the blue people, which I will talk about, but I think later on in the month, since there's a second one coming out. But he had these movies here, Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I wasn't allowed to watch Pirates of the Caribbean as a child. Now that I'm an adult, I was like, hey, let's see what this movie's about. So I started watching, and the first, I'm going to kind of tell you, I've watched 3 of them. The first, second, and third. And I'm going to tell you a brief description, and then in conclusion, I'm going to tell you how I felt about these movies. So, the first movie was Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. And what this one is about is he's trying to save this girl, Elizabeth Swann, and with the help of, Will Turner. But she's trying to save them from these pirates. And these pirates, they are on the Black Pearl. Hence the name. But their ruler, or the captain, is Captain Barbossa. The thing is these guys are undead zombies. Yes, I said undead zombies. Because basically in the night, like in the sky, in the light, they basically, you'll see their real skin. Basically see their bones and stuff. It was disgusting. But this one for me seemed pretty mild. And as I say pretty mild, we go into the next one, which is Dead Man's Chest. So, basically, Captain Jack Sparrow has basically saved Elizabeth Swann. Everything's good. Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner, they love each other, are about to get married. But they get, arrested. And it's this dude Beckham, and Beckham's like, you were with pirates, so you will die now. Now what happens is they strike a deal, and basically Beckham is trying to find Dead Man's Chest, which is Davy Jones's heart. Davy Jones's chest, which is a treasure chest, but it has his heart in it. Because the reason why is the thing is whoever holds Davy Jones' chest, which has his heart in it, or has his heart, and eventually basically controls him. Meaning they can use his heart as leverage. Because Davy Jones is immortal, except if you stab his heart, he'll die. Which is pretty kind of disgusting too. And as you can see, this is right here. So you see. That's Davy Jones. So that's kind of Dead Man's Chest. Now this movie, I will say, was a little bit more, kind of, creepy. Because there were some parts where people were getting gorged out. I will say there was this one scene that is my favorite scene because it's the music in it in the video, but it's kind of really traumatic if you think about it. So the scene is basically, it's a song, and Will Turner is on the ship. The Kraken comes out of nowhere, starts attacking the ship, and basically when the Kraken finally destroys the ship, you hear like organs playing, and it is like I love it. It sounds so amazing, and well, it sounds like so creepy, but it's really cool. Now, then there's spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the movie, and I know these are old movies, but these are my first time seeing them. The next one is Pirates of the Caribbean World's End. Now, World's End basically is where it picks off of where Dead Man's Chest left. And what happened is, Captain Jack Sparrow gets captured by the Kraken, and which is, Davy Jones' creature. Because Davy Jones is like, you ain't paid your debt. So basically what happens is Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann have to save him and his crew with the help of Captain Barbossa. And if y'all know, Captain Barbossa was in the first movie. And I have to say, I love Captain Barbossa in this movie. Captain Barbossa was hilarious. This man just spouted out random things, and he'd be making the weirdest faces. Now, like I said in this movie is where the Navy, or Beckham, has the heart, Davy Jones' heart. So he controls Davy Jones. So it's like you've got that, and then they're also trying to save Captain Jack Sparrow. And basically, Beckham is basically trying to, like, kill all pirates. He doesn't want any pirates. He's like one of the Navy people, and he's just trying to kill them. So, being that said, as I looked at these movies, I was like, these movies are really kind of cool. As I said, I like the music part of it. I kind of like the aspect, they're sailing on the seven seas, the sea shanties, and that's really cool. And I mean, Jack Sparrow as a character was really, really cool. Like in the first movie, I was like, this is something that really, stands out to him as a character. Like, he's on this rowboat, and the rowboat starts sinking. He jumps on top of the pole of the rowboat, and he's just standing there like a boss, and then walks on the plane, which is really cool. So that's kind of why I liked it. Now, some of the things that I had problems with was in this movie. I know these are pirates, and I don't know if the directors did this. There were multiple backstabs or multiple basically, yeah, backstab things happening. And what I mean is, there were people who were like, hey, yeah, let's go do this. And then they had their own, personal benefit, their own agenda. And I'm like, it made it so hard for me because I'm like, okay, we have Jack Sparrow. He's trying to do this. Oh, no, Jack Sparrow just made a deal for himself. And I'm like, whoa. Because it changed from here and there. Now, I have to say, before I end this video, I have to say, I loved Captain Barbossa. And the dude who played Captain Barbossa played him so well. Like I said, Captain Barbossa was saying, he'd say stuff weird, but then the funniest thing is, he would always, he'd give this weird look, he'd be like, but then his eyes would be, wide. His eyes would be, really, really wide. So it's like, this man's never surprised or anything, but he always looked surprised. And his eyes were just like, arg, matey. And it was just hilarious seeing him on the screen. I think Captain Barbossa is my favorite character. So those were the movies. And if y'all have not seen them, those are only 3 of the movies. I'm sure I think there's 6 more of them, if I'm not mistaken. Well, there's 5 and 6 is coming, I believe. So if y'all haven't seen them, check them out. And if y'all have, why don't y'all try them again? Because this is my first comment. This is my first time going into the movies and watching them and basically kind of seeing them because, I didn't really know that much about Pirates of the Caribbean. I played the Pirates of the Caribbean Lego game, but I still didn't really know much about it. So remember, y'all, like the video, share it with your fam, and if you're subscribed, hit that bell icon to be notified for more videos. And I'll see you on the next video, y'all. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed day, millionaires. See y'all later.